fact that ants have been around since before the age of the dinosaurs makes them a pretty astonishing group of insects. These are creatures so small and familiar that no one ever cares to take a second glance at them. However, we'll see a few that farm crops, ranging to others that eat everything on their way. The small cataglyphs ant carries out the most unmatched land journey ever made by an insect. If compared on a human scale, it would mean roving around for about 65 kilometers here in the Sahara and straight back again, following the unique linear path they stick to. While leaving its nest, it performs these small dance acts to verify its location in respect to the sun. Searching for insects that have given in to the heat, it moves back and forth and collects its bearings. It also respects the movement of the sun. On finding food, it computes the precise location of its nest and returns home on the most direct course. As many as 1 million ants per every human of the world, yet they don't get noticed unless the human beings get bitten by sharp jaws or stung with an acid concoction. These fire ants got their name because of the burning stings that they have, something with which the people of the southern US have been very acquainted with since these ants immigrated from South America. They share food with us, but do not go away easily. As they are very small, microwaves don't cause them any harm. They simply love the journey. In search of the best bugs, we stop at Brazil, where the leafcutter ants reside in huge quarters. Interestingly, even before human beings found out, agriculture was practiced by ants. Specialized workers trudge the rainforest floor, making ant freeways where millions of trips are made. Vegetation is partitioned and they head back home. They are capable of disrobing a tree bare in less than a day. The leaves can be indigestible, forcing the ants to wait until their crops grow up. They take care of the growing fungal spores which they had sown on. At last, the fungus is ready to eat. And seeds drive these tiny South African ants crazy. These seeds are no regular seeds. The white part, which is craved by the ants, is a sort of gift from the plant. In reply, the ants take the seeds down, have the white part, and leave to grow in the safe environments of their nest. Thus, plants sprout safely from rodents and other dangers. The efforts of these diligent ants yield the existence of many plants. Apart from farming crops and planting seeds, ants care for livestock as well. Ants often protect the sweet honeydew produced as byproduct when bugs feed on sap to eat the sugary liquid. However, they may be tricked into protecting a chemical scent produced by the Australian caterpillar. During daytime, they defend it from danger and keep it safe in the nest at night. They tender it all the way through pupation until it emerges a pretty Genevieve blue butterfly. But with these ants, no one can remain secure. They are the South American army ants. Thronging across the forest floor, they consume anything coming their way. And they are capable of clearing the rainforest area of all its small animals. But these migrants are always on the move, and the victim recuperates by the time they return. After slaying larger animals, they take its pieces back to their nest. Ants build bivouacs themselves with their own living bodies. These ants are the ultimate rainforest predator. These are busy creatures. However, they are much more than just honey and stings. Not only do they assist us in farming and rearing cattle, they also devour the pests inside out. They can be man's best buddy, singly or collectively. As they produce sugar and wax, they have been reared by humans for thousands of years. The bee is not the only one to affect our lives as most people think. Even in regions where bees are not housed in hives, people's love for sweet things make them collect honey. The locals of Nepal even jeopardize their lives to get this sweet delight. But bees too can put lives at risk. It means death if you are allergic to a bee or a wasp sting. Most bees and wasps wouldn't in fact attack you in the first place, as they aren't that belligerent. However, they will. Honeybees crossed with African bees produce these killer bees which overact to even a minute warning or threat. They will hover over an hour above water, so there is no getaway. They do much more significant and great things than just sting us, which is pretty rare. Solitary leafcutter bees are critical in beef production in the United States. They are piled on in trucks into the alfalfa fields grown to feed cattle. Here they pollinate the alfalfa, lack of which may starve the cattle. Bees are kept in brightly coloured condos to facilitate their way back home. Bees work on many crops as pollinators. Bees are pivotal to the production of commercial tomato growing, as they ensure a fine crop of quality tomatoes. They are more efficient than any man-made solution discovered as yet. Being carnivorous, young wasps need meat to feed on. Digging burrows in the rocky grounds of the Utah desert are the female solitary sand wasps. They seal these burrows up when they are finished. This is done to safeguard their fruits from other wasps. Then they go off to find food to fill their storage area. She is just paralyzing it, not killing the caterpillar. After this, she will carry it to her burrow. However, she may face fierce competition from other female wasps, as there is a scarcity of caterpillars. But they don't use their stings on each other. It's more like a wrestling match. Finally she is back, and lays her egg. A quick glance around and look, she has been robbed. This thief stuffs her nest with caterpillar and then closes it using a small stone to push the sand down. This is an unusual occurrence of an insect using a tool. Of course, wasps can be menacing at times. Like the sand wasps, who are parasitic. Their grubs eat the animal entirely, in which they insert their eggs. However, this proves to be a great blessing for us, as they destroy several insects that damage our crops. Even though their tail has an agonizing sting, the bees and wasps are creatures we can't do without. Spiders are not a much admired species. Some of them might be venomous enough to kill a person, but otherwise our fear is groundless. Some spiders spin webs strong enough to trap a human being. See the rituals performed while a female